Hi guys, I'm Rochelle and I'm a Ravenclaw, and today I'm going to be doing the new to booktube tag. This tag was originally created by Trina at Between Chapters, and I thought it would be a fun little introduction to me. So the first question is, where are you joining us from? I currently live in Brisbane, Australia, so my internet and uploading speeds suck. So that's gonna be fun. The second question is, how old are you? As of the filming of this video, I am 24. I will be turning 25 later this year. So yeah, I guess I'm like the mid to older range. Like most of the booktubers that I know are like 19 to 21. Oh well, I'll be old. It's fine. The third question is, why did you join BookTube? The reason that I joined BookTube is I have been a fan of BookTube for about 2 years. I watch probably about 50 different booktubers, and while I see a lot of people reading similar things to me, I also don't see a lot of the books that I have read being talked about, so I thought maybe people will care what I think. Also, I don't really have a lot of friends in real life that read a lot of books, so I thought that this would be a fun way to make friends and talk to people about the stuff that I'm reading, because I don't really have anyone to do that with. So yeah, that's why I'm joining BookTube. Question 4 is, what is the meaning behind your BookTube name? I think that's pretty obvious. I'm Rochelle, and I'm a Ravenclaw, and my channel name is Ravenclaw Rochelle, so yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I chose that name because, as with most people, I love Harry Potter. Like, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and I have, since about the age of 13, identified as a Ravenclaw, and all of the quizzes that I've taken have cemented that fact for the last, 11 years of my life. So I'm pretty solid with that part of my identity. Question 5 is, what books do you read / want to talk about on your channel? I personally read a lot of fantasy, like a lot of fantasy books. As you can see in my background here, and this is, I'll give you a quick little, this is half of my bookshelves, the other half are on the other half of my room, but yeah, I can't really show you that right now because they're behind my bed. But yeah, so that's mostly fantasy books right there. Question 6 is, who are some of your favorite authors? I grabbed 5 to show you these. This is no way encapsulates all of my favorite authors, but these were the 5 that I first thought of. The first one I'm going to show you is Patrick Rothfuss. The next one is Brandon Sanderson. The third one is Jim Butcher. The fourth one is Kate Forsyth. And the final one is Brett Weeks. Question 7, what's the last book that you read? The last book that I finished is The Darkest Touch by Gina Shwalter. I finished that last night. I gave it 4 stars. You'll hear more about that in my wrap-up next month. Question 8, what are you currently reading? Well, I'm currently reading 4 books, so I'll quickly grab those to show you. So the books I'm currently reading are The Magician King by Lev Grossman, Android Karenina by Ben H. Winters and Leo Tolstoy, because duh. The Keeping Place by Isabel Carmody, and Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. Question 9, what do you use for bookmarks? I use bookmarks for bookmarks. I have a lot of them. I should probably bloody use them. Yeah, I'll probably do a bookmark tour at some point, but yeah, I use bookmarks for bookmarks. Question 10. Show us your current TBR pile. I'm going to take that to mean what books I'm planning to read for the rest of the month, and not my actual physical TBR pile, which is at like 180 books at this point. So showing you all 180 books that I haven't read would be difficult. Would be very, very difficult. So the other books that I'm planning to read this month are The Bourbon Kings by J.R. Ward, The Shadowed Throne by K.J. Taylor, and The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. Question 11. Which do you prefer, hardcover or paperback? Paperback. E-books or physical books? I like ebooks and physical books. I enjoy ebooks mostly because of their portability, because I do a small amount of traveling for work. So ebooks are helpful. Also, I have an e-reader with a backlight, so I can read that while I'm falling asleep and not have my lamp on and not disturb my partner, which is good. And do I prefer owning or borrowing books? Owning, clearly. Question 12. What book series got you into reading? There is, of course, the cliche answer of Harry effing Potter, but I have always been a big reader. My grandma used to read to me a lot, to the point where I had memorized the books at her house and I could tell her when she said a sentence wrong. When we first started doing logged reading at school, I read a book a night. That hasn't changed all that much. But yeah, I've always been a huge reader. I've definitely had some slumps in my life. There was a period in high school where I think I read 5 books over the course of 2 years, but I think that wasn't particularly a book slump, more the fact that I had severe untreated clinical depression at the time. It did get treated, it's fine. I am very aware of my own mental health now, but yeah, that was a point in my life where I wasn't reading a lot, but for the majority of my life I've always been a huge reader. 13. How did you discover BookTube? I think I discovered BookTube in a really weird way. I was scrolling through Facebook one day and just randomly there was a sponsored article by HuffPost or something about the top 10 booktubers you should be watching, and I was like, what the hell is BookTube? Who the hell are these people? Why the hell have I not known about this before? And in that article, I know Kat from Catatastic was in there. I remember Katrina from Little Book Owl, because she still had her pink hair at that point. I'm pretty sure I'm still following the majority of those people. But yeah, I started watching Katrina and Kat's videos religiously. Like, I'm pretty sure I went back through most of their backlog at that point. And then, yeah, as I watched more videos, I would open any links to channels that they mentioned, gauged whether they were someone that I enjoyed watching, and it's grown from there. 14. What challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? I hate editing. I've already discovered that. So I think editing will be my biggest challenge. I also don't currently have a light setup that I'm happy with, so I will hopefully remedy that soon, but that means that I can only film during certain times of the day when I've got natural lighting. As you can tell, like, the sun is starting to set and this video will get more and more orange because the artificial lights will come into play. 15. Where else can we find you? Link up social media. So I've got a dedicated Twitter for this channel. I've also got a personal Twitter where I talk more about my other interests like gaming and podcasts and other videos that I watch on YouTube. I have a Goodreads where you can go and friend me. I've got a Facebook page that you can find. I've got an Instagram that I will link also below. And shortly I will be appearing on my partner's gaming channel when he starts editing and uploading his first videos, so I will link that when I can. Yeah, I think that's all the relevant social medias. I do have a Snapchat. I haven't decided whether I will be using that for book-ish stuff, but if you guys are interested in that, I will make one. I am hoping to be more regular with my posting on all of those pages, particularly my Instagram. I've let that slide and I am planning to fix that very shortly. I've got 4 or 5 different photos planned, and so I just have to take them. Alright guys, so that was the new to booktube tag. I want to thank Trina from Between Chapters for making such a great tag and being so helpful in this whole thing. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment or a like or something to let me know that you are out there and watching. I hope you have a magical day. Bye!